A corset is measured in inches, relating to the waist measurement. If a corset is size 26, the waist of the corset will measure 26 inches when the back is fully closed. For waist reduction, you'll need to choose a steel-boned corset that's 4 inches smaller than your natural waist. To find the right size for you, measure yourself around the slimmest part of your torso in inches and write this number down. If you're very tall or prefer a corset which sits over the hips, you may want to measure your torso from the bust to hip bone to ensure that the corset is long enough for you. Take 4 inches off your waist measurement to find your corset size. For example, Plum has a natural waist measurement of 28 inches. Therefore, she should wear a 24-inch corset. Here we're demonstrating with the classic satin overbust steel-boned corset. One of the biggest mistakes people make when trying on a corset for the first time is trying to do it all themselves. If you're not used to lacing yourself into things, you're likely to get into a tangled mess and could even warp the shape of the corset. So get a friend or partner involved. Step 1 is to check the lacing. All Love Honey's corsets should arrive pre-laced, but you should still check that it's laced correctly. Before you try to put it on, most corsets, like this one, are laced using continuous lace with 2 loops at the waist for tightening. Next, you need to loosen the laces. As the corset is smaller than you, you'll need to loosen the laces to fit into it. This is done in the same way as loosening the laces on shoes or boots. Start from the middle and gently pull the lacing loops open, one crisscross at a time, trying to keep it as even as possible. Then you can shuffle the corset up and down like so. Inside most corsets, you'll find an excess piece of fabric called a modesty panel. This stops your skin from showing through the lace at back during wear. For the purpose of this video, we're going to show you how to lace a corset with a modesty panel showing. For overbust corsets, lean forward slightly and wrap the corset around your body. Doing this encourages any excess skin to be drawn to the front of your body, creating an impressive bust and a smooth back. Get the corset into position and close the busk one hook and eye at a time, making sure the busk is centered at the front of your body. Straighten the modesty panel so that the top sits horizontally flush at the top and bottom. Now it's time to start lacing. Start at the bottom and slowly tighten the loops one by one towards your waist. Once you reach the waist, do the same from the top. Continue tightening for as long as you feel comfortable, and remember to keep adjusting your modesty panel to keep it straight and smooth. Now is a good time to take a break. Your new corset will warm and mould to your shape over time, so when you're lacing a new corset for the first time, it's wise to give yourself a break once it starts to feel tight around your body. Tie the back lacing off at the waist just as you would with shoelaces and give your corset around about half an hour to warm to your body. You should feel it become progressively more comfortable. After 30 minutes have passed, it's time to finish lacing. You should find it easier to take the waist in further after the corset has had a chance to warm to your body. Pull the laces to a tightness that you're comfortable with, being careful not to over tighten, and then tie into a bow at the back. Be sure not to knot it or you'll have trouble getting back out again. For more dramatic tight lacing, this is your opportunity to give a few last tugs for extra waist reduction. You can then tie the laces tightly to prevent any shifting. When you come to remove your corset, it's very important that you remember to loosen the lacing before you undo the front to avoid bending and damaging the busk.